Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just doing a quick live, seeing if anybody's out there, want to chat it up. I got a few minutes this evening, so I just thought you might want to chat. Hey. Just going over a couple of things that have happened over this past week and yeah, talk about gardening. Let's do it. Who's out there? How y'all doing tonight? I didn't realize the bed behind me is really messy. How y'all doing? I got one person. What's up? Oh, three people. How y'all doing tonight? This was a randomness, so if you want to chat, let's chat. So what's going on tonight? Anything new? My phone has been doing something funky lately, and I don't really like it. It like does this blank screen thing. Anybody know what that is? I don't know what that is. But it's been like happening a lot. And I don't know if my phone's just overloaded or what, but I might have to start making some changes. So. And anything else going on? Who's watching? This is weird. Make a comment. Hey guys. How you doing tonight? Anything new going on out there? Can you hear me okay? I'm hoping. My mic's on, so. So anyway, I got a couple things going on. One, I've started, oh my gosh, yesterday it was like crazy. I felt like I did like 12 hours worth of work in like 5 minutes. It was absolutely crazy. So I planted almost all of my trays. Not all, but pretty close to all my trays of flowers for the summer. I was trying to save an extra buck by, planting trays of flowers. Hey, thanks for coming in. So I planted all these trays of stuff, and I wanted to do petunias and begonias this year because I want to sell them. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Like the begonias that I had were like this little. Hey, Rebel Canners. And since they were that small, they're taking forever to start. And it said to start like 12 weeks before your last frost date. So that's what we did. So we'll just have to see how that's going to turn out. I know my aunt said she wanted to buy some from me, but I told her it just depends on if they survive. So then I got that going on. I planted strawberries yesterday and peas. And we did King Tut peas last year, but this year we are doing Lincoln peas. Never had those before. Everybody says if you have a garden, you need to plant Lincoln peas. So I got some Lincoln peas, and I am going to plant those. Hey, F&P Farms. Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. I understand. But so, yeah, I decided to do that. We're going to plant Lincoln peas. I hope they're just as good as the King Tut because I really liked the King Tut, but we decided not to do those this year. The only reason why we decided not to do that this year is because we didn't want cross-pollination. So we didn't want to plant two varieties of peas and then have issues. So not doing that, but the Lincoln peas we got going on. And then what else? Petunias I got planted yesterday. I was mad at myself. I bought these awesome seeds from Park Seeds, and I was planting them, and it said there was like 100 in the pack. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's supposed to be like 100 seeds in here, and there's like not. You can clearly tell that's not no 100 seeds, I'm like, I can tell without counting. Like, I know that's not 100 seeds. So I'm going through it, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I thought for sure they gave me 100 seeds in this pack. Here, I was just looking at the wrong package. So I was all mad at myself. Oh, well. Yeah. But yeah. So I did that. Park Seeds has some really awesome seeds, but also our seedsnow.com. You have to really check out seedsnow.com. I'm going to put our affiliate link in the chat. They have some really awesome seeds, and I highly suggest going over there and checking them out because they have a ton. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. I didn't expect to have 5 people in here. I only expected to have 2. Hey, Peanut Peppers, what's up? So I didn't go live with StreamYard, but I just thought I would chat it up, maybe get some hours in, and seeing what you lovely folks are doing. Yeah, so it's just been really busy the past couple days, and then of course now I have she's not really sick. I don't have a sick chicken, but she has bumblefoot, so I'm like taking care of her. We did get shorted on some 100 count seeds this year. Counted 35 in one bag. I think there was a shortage. Yeah, I don't know if there's a shortage of seeds or if that's just what they want you to believe. Yeah. So, but yeah, I looked at the thing and I was like, there's no way. I guess I was doing strawberries too. And I was like, there's not that many, because strawberry seeds were like super small. So I'm like, what the heck, man? I knew there wasn't that many, seeds in that. And my gardener shorted me 3 whole packs. I had to call customer service. Yeah. I mean, I understand. I mean, I feel bad for MI Gardner this year. And one, I'm going to tell you why, because I'm on all of his extra Facebook links and stuff like that. People are so nasty to him. I'm like, dude, it's a seed company. Chill out, folks. I'm like, and it's the middle of, this virus and they can't really do a whole lot. He got turned in by somebody in his county or something. I mean, people are just downright nasty to him. I just couldn't believe it. Hi, Tina Weber. Thanks for coming in. Dude, oh God, we already made our decision a while ago. It's just planning them now. We have it to where we set it in our phone though, so we know like when we need to plant these seeds and how long we have. But I don't know how the infection started, but I saw it over the summer. I'm not gonna lie, I saw it over the summer and I let it go. And I was like, well, because she wasn't bleeding or anything, but I saw her foot was bubbled a little bit. It's not bad. It's just like a little, yeah, I down rules everything here. And he got turned in. Yeah, I think that's BS. Poor MI Gardner. Like, I feel really bad for the dude. Like, he's just trying to do his business and get stuff out there. And people are just so nasty. But I love MI Gardner. I love Luke. I love watching all of his stuff. I love his seeds. I love the fact that his seeds are cheaper. And so everybody can have a taste of those rare seeds that nobody else can find kind of deal. I love that. Super cool. But yeah, so I don't know if she injured her foot or not. I don't really know. There's just a big bubble in between her thing right here. I don't know, her talons, her claws, her chicken foot. So I've been trying really hard to get it to go really soft. So my friend down the street has a ton of chickens, and she's like, this person gave me this salve to put on it. And she's like, I put it on a couple of my chickens' feet and the bump completely went away. I'm like, okay, but I think mine's too major for it. I mean, if there's like a little bump, yeah, but I think my bump on my chicken's foot is way too big for that. I think I'm going to have to operate tomorrow, and I don't really want to do that, but I'm going to have to. They say that they have a really high pain tolerance anyway, but I think what I'm going to be doing is just relieving her from the pain. So I'm just going to, if I see that it's soft enough, I'm just going to open her up and pull it out. There's like a white gunk and stuff that can get in there. So I'm going to try and pull it out and do it myself. It's just a power trip with people. They have to break someone down yeah, totally, Tina. Totally. I'm sorry, but nobody's breaking me down. Sorry. Just ain't happening. Like, yeah. I don't really have to do this YouTube. I'm just doing it for fun. So, yeah. I got his coffee seeds. Oh, dude, I so wanted those coffee seeds, and I don't even know why. I just wanted them. I wanted the pink bananas too. I was like, man, I bet I'm in 6B. It just wouldn't grow here, but I still wanted those seeds. So cool to grow coffee or something cool, you know? But I had stevia, and I have, hey, Uncle Al, I have stevia, and I got like, let's see, I grew it in a 6 pack. I got 5 of them to grow. So that for me was like the hardest thing I think that I've ever grown, and they're doing really, really good. Next to my begonias. Okay. Begonias are really hard to start from seed. Like, hey, Jay, thanks for coming in. I'll use colloquial silver for infections in mammals, humans. I wonder if it would work on chickens. I don't know, but they use that on cows and stuff, so I don't see why not. But you know what? I'm not really worried about it as of yet. It doesn't look completely nasty. Her entire foot isn't gross. It's just that one little bump. So I wrapped her foot. I'm trying to make it as soft as I can. I wrapped her foot today, and then tomorrow I'm going to sterilize everything, and I think I'm going to cut it open and squeeze that crap out of there. It's gonna be my first time cutting open a chicken's foot. I'm not gonna lie, because I've never done it before. I've had chickens for a couple years now, and I've never had bumblefoot before. But when I do this, I'm gonna put everything on camera so I can show everybody how I'm doing this. I am doing a series on there. It's a 2-part series. Of how I'm doing this. So I'm going to try and soften it up just a little bit. I wanted it to come to a head, and I've seen that a lot where on other videos and stuff where they let it come to a complete head. But I don't have time to keep her in my basement. She's in my basement away from the other chickens, and she's a really healthy barred rock. I mean, she's super fat and she's healthy, and so I don't know. Need to jet. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Must have an opening for medicine to get in. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is just put hydrogen. I've seen people put hydrogen peroxide in there. So I'm going to open it up, squeeze what I can out of it, and put hydrogen peroxide in there and let it bubble out, wipe it off with, and then wrap it. And then I'm hoping that it doesn't get infected and all that stuff. I don't think it will. We're being super cautious and safe about everything. So coffee seeds to grow a coffee bean bush. Yeah, I totally want to do that. I would do it. I don't even like coffee that much, but I just want to see if I could actually do it, So, hey, Tina Ladybug, thanks for stopping in. But yeah, so that's what I got going on. I'm just hoping that I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to put, what's that? Oh God, I can't think of it right now. It's the blue ointment, the blue stuff. I'm going to put it on there. I know it dyes her foot pink or blue and all that stuff, but I'm going to put some of that on there, and I'm going to wrap her foot too, so she don't get an infection. But her bumblefoot isn't that bad, but it was bad enough for where she was limping. So do you have a bulb syringer? No, I do not. Do I need to get one, Uncle Al? I don't know. Yeah, it's blue coat. Sorry, I couldn't think of it. I know it's blue. I put it on one of my chickens when she was getting picked on. And they say to use that on your chickens because they're attracted to things that are red. And if your chicken's injured or whatever, you can put that on it and it kind of disguises it and they won't attack the bird. But chickens are so the chicken psychology I got going on out there is off the chain. I got 5 roosters and everybody gets along. The only one that doesn't get along is my turkey. She fights with the main rooster all the freaking time. And she misses feathers and everything, but she's still the big bird. She's still the head honcho. She don't mess around. But it's not bad. It's just every once in a while they get in a fling or something like that. Tried Orange Death. See if the chicken runs around going nuts like humans do when someone uses it on them. What? Blue coat is not good. Poison if eating the chickens. Yeah, I heard that it's not that great. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that's going to go. Um, but I might just do a hydrogen peroxide and alcohol and just wrap it really good. She so far has been a really wonderful chicken, and she's been good down there and everything. So, not and she's even been good when we soak her feet and stuff. So, yeah, she's just been a good bird. So, I'm just hoping that nothing bad happens to her because she's a really great egg layer and a good mama. Like when she sits on the eggs and stuff, you can't even touch the eggs. She like attacks you, which is cool, you know. She's just trying to hold her own, you know. And so we'll see. We'll see how that's gonna go. I don't know. My new plant this year is loofah. Oh, totally did that last year. I had 44 loofahs on my loofah plants, and they like you need to plant them in a section where you're just prepared for it because they got huge and they got huge fast. And then I was like worried at first because I thought they weren't going to do anything. And I had to actually chip them first and start them off in like a dark place first, and then I got some stuff out of them and planted them, and I planted 3 plants and they just took over. I mean, they came through my tomatoes and everything. It was freaking crazy. I had loofahs everywhere. I still have loofahs out there. They're in my greenhouse. So yeah, it's super fun to grow those. I know, Rebel. I still have flashbacks. Jay. Isn't mercury illegal? Mercury in it, right? Yeah, there probably is. I don't know. Hey, Fluffy Life. How you doing, sweetie? Thanks for coming in. Me too. That burn was not good. Maybe every scrap of torture. Mom loved this stuff. Nope, no mercury. I'm not sure. My mom used to put iodine on everything when we were younger. Like I remember one time I scraped my knee from riding my bike or something, and it was bad. It was really bad, and it was bad for a long time. I remember my mom putting iodine on it all the time, and then I re-injured it, and yeah, I still have a scar on my knee. Yeah. Hey, Vineyard Chicks. Oh, wait. Yeah. You've been in here. Sorry. I'm tired too. Okay, yesterday I was so freaking exhausted from everything that I did yesterday. I cleaned up the house. If there was something wrong that happened yesterday, it would have happened to me because my mom came over to cook dinner and she's like, "Oh, why don't we?" She bought these little teeny weenies, the little like teeny ones. Yeah. And she's like, "Why don't we do potatoes and little weenies for dinner?" And she's like, because we're trying to get my son to eat because he just doesn't eat anything. He eats crackers and stuff, and he just doesn't eat meat or anything. He's just so picky, and he's only 2, but still, it's like, come on, you got to eat something other than peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So we were trying to get him to eat other things, and yeah, they're kind of like little Smokies. They are all beef. My mom insists. She's like, "Oh, these are all beef. They don't have pieces and parts," but whatever. My mom, you don't really know how my mom is, but whatever. She just, she got these little things, and I feel like I did for real, Jay. So, we made, potatoes or whatever, and I only have stainless steel skillets and stuff. That's all I use. We switched last year. We were done with Teflon. We're never using Teflon again. So she doesn't know how to cook in those. So she come over, she puts the potatoes in there, and then she tells me that I use too much oil, which I'm like, I just know, because like in a stainless steel pan, you have to use a little more oil than you do in a Teflon pan, because if not, what will it do? Stick to the bottom of the pan. So we are cooking these potatoes and she gets ready to stir them and they're all stuck to the bottom of my pan. Okay, but this is the horrible part of it, right? So she bought me or gave me like half of her potato bag like a month or so ago, right? And I'm like, "Well, Mom, I know I have more potatoes." So I was like, "Come on over." I'm like, "We'll peel the potatoes and cut them up and then we'll cook, dinner." And she's like, "Okay." So as soon as she comes over, well, she was supposed to come over at 5:30, but she shows up at 5. That's another thing that threw me off. So I'm like, okay, so I'm looking for these dang potatoes and I couldn't find them anywhere. Nowhere to be found. I'm like, what the heck happened to them? Like you can't I don't understand why they just up and disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, we didn't have any potatoes. And all I had was like a bag that she had given me like a month or so ago, and they had like sprouts and stuff. I'm like, well, she's like, oh, we can still use these. So we cut them up and ate them anyway. And so maybe a case of switch at birth at a hospital. No, I was like the only other pregnant woman on that floor that time around. So no, nothing was switched. Plus, they didn't even have a birthing center anymore. Like you can't, like they don't have a nursery to take your kid. You have to do it all inside the room now. So yeah, I got 0 breaks from my child when I gave birth. So he stayed in the room with me the entire time. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those dang potatoes. I still don't. We still didn't find them. I even looked in my car thinking maybe I left them in my car when I went and got groceries. But this had been months ago that I had bought these because I buy my groceries like 4 months in advance. And so I was like, uh-oh, I'm like, hope I didn't leave them in there, but I can't find them. I still can't find them. And I don't know, maybe I hallucinated the whole thing. I don't know. But anyway, we cooked dinner and everything. I'm trying to get my son to eat these damn potatoes. And I thought maybe if I put ketchup on it, he would eat it because he likes to dip and stuff. He didn't even eat. Yeah. So that was a no-go. So he didn't really eat that much yesterday. You have a new baby, Karaz. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's 2 now. So yeah, it's been a couple years. So yeah, and I haven't been able to get rid of my baby weight either. So it's been a challenge as well. So sounds like a B grade movie, Attack of the Killer Potatoes. Yeah, for real. That's great. Yeah. Oh, I love cornbread casserole. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've ever seen it. I feel like half of my face is cut off. There, that's better. I don't know if you ever seen them, but like in the cinnamon roll, the Pillsbury section, they have like the cinnamon rolls and like the biscuits and all that. They now have cornbread in those roll things now. And so my mom brought those over. I usually don't have anything like that in the house. I stay away from bread usually altogether, but yeah, she brought those over and those things are freaking good. Like I could never just like keep those in my freezer or keep them around because I'd probably be eating them all the time, but they're really good. So we had some of those and a salad and yeah, it was really good other than the fact that we had like 5 potatoes. Like I don't know what the heck happened to them. They were disappeared out of thin air. I don't know. But yeah, so today we had tacos. I made my son, like, so we saved his plate for the next morning to see if, like, he would eat it if he was still hungry. And we put it in front of him. He still didn't eat it. So he didn't really have a good breakfast. He had some strawberries and a yogurt for breakfast and a glass of milk. So for lunch, it wasn't really lunch. It was like a dinner because we had like a little snack or something in between. For dinner, I made tacos and I cooked up all this taco meat. We made like little burritos. It wasn't hard tacos, so it was burritos. So I made all that, put it together for him, cut it in half, and he ate the entire thing. He ate the entire thing. He loves enchiladas. He loves burritos. I was just concerned that he was never going to eat that again. I'm like, oh my God, my burrito baby. Like, he's never going to eat another burrito. I don't know what I did to him. But anyway, like he ate the entire thing. In fact, he was upset because my husband had another one. It was like the last one. And you could tell in his face, like he was still hungry. He looks over at my husband like, are you going to eat that? So I felt bad. So I found some tortilla chips. I didn't have any more burritos left. So I found some tortilla chips and I put some cheese on them and some mix and put that on top of it. And he just chowed that down. So he did eat today and he ate 2 little helpings of it. But I still worry about him. He's a good sized kid and he's a chunk. but I still worry about him not eating like that. It makes me wonder, like, if there's something wrong with him or something. Potatoes are probably crawling around the homestead somewhere planning their attack. Yeah, for real. I don't know. Baked beans, hot dogs with cornbread topping, bake at 400 for 25 minutes. That sounds really good, Uncle Al. I'm gonna have to try that. It sounds like yeah, I read that. Thanks. Just add jalapeno cheddar cornbread for the first time. I usually make Johnny cakes. It was nice change. Yeah, that sounds really good actually. Yeah, I've been on a pepper kick lately. I typically, like, even when I was younger, I didn't like peppers at all. Um, but I've slowly like grown into it. And so lately, like sweet peppers and stuff, I've just been really, really, really into. Like, just been eating them like crazy. Um, okay, the carrot challenge is over. Like, it's not over. The registration part is over. But the carrot challenge is a hashtag WFF Giant Veg Challenge 21. And basically, you can follow along with that hashtag if you want, or watch my playlist that I have. I had a group of people, I think it was about 12 people or so, that wanted to join this challenge. And basically, they are going to try and grow the heaviest and the longest carrot. So they're making videos and stuff now about it, and they're adding it to the hashtag. I have Terry King now, and Jacko's Allotment, and Peanut Peppers. All three of them have made a video, so that's in my playlist. You can check that out. And yeah, they're gonna. I tell you what, people, you better be on your A game, because that Terry King, he can, yeah, he can grow some freaking carrots. So you just better be on your watch, because he's gonna grow the biggest carrot, I think. We'll see. Kids are resilient. Some days not terribly hungry, other days ravenous. Only worry if he gets for days. Yeah, okay. I'll remember that, because I worry about him like not eating. So yeah. But yeah, the carrot challenge is going to be a lot of fun. It ends on July 1st at midnight. So everybody has to have their last weigh-in on July 1st at midnight. And then we will pick a winner. And the winner will get a prize. There's two winners. There's going to be two winners, one for the heaviest, one for the longest. And then the winner will get a prize. And then once they get a prize, they will also get a certificate. And the top 5 people of the challenge also will get a certificate for participation as well. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and just something to do. This is besides Shed Wars, because it's not a Shed Wars thing. I'm doing this on my own. But yeah, so it's just going to be a lot of fun. I didn't want to, like, Shed Wars hasn't started yet, so I didn't want to bother them too much with that information and with what I wanted to do. So it hasn't started yet, but I'm excited for it to start. We will be doing that. I think it starts March something, and we're going to start weighing our food and stuff like that. So we're really, that's why another reason why I kind of pressured myself, because I've been super busy. I've been super busy trying to get like all my trays and stuff together, and trying to get, you know, all the vegetables and all that stuff together. So that's why last night I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning planting strawberries and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy, but no big deal. We'll get it done. And I don't know. I don't know if who the winner of Shed Wars will be or anything, but you know, I'm going to try my hardest as to grow as much produce as I can. This is not just for me, but for information from, well, you know, it's information for myself, but for other people too. I just want to know how much I can grow in a year and how much I can produce. And with I got new egg layers out there. I got those Leghorns. I got 8 Leghorns that I added into my mix. So I'm hoping I get way more eggs. And I've already had customers now asking me, "Hey, Tinker's wife, Patty, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you." I've already had like people messaging me, asking me, you know, when my chickens will start producing. And that's fine and everything. Like, they kind of slowed down. I was getting like 4 eggs a week, maybe, or every other day. 4 eggs every other day. And they slowed down because of the winter and there's not a whole lot of light. But now that it's like kind of getting nicer out and the weather's nicer, and I think the other day it was like 51 degrees, I had like 10 eggs in my basket. And so right now I have 2 18 packs in my refrigerator downstairs. But I'm getting customers that want like 5 dozen at once. I have two customers right now that want 5 dozen, things of eggs, and I don't have it, so they're gonna have to wait for it. Wait till I get the eggs hatching. You know what I mean? God, wait till I get the eggs moving because it's just not working right now. They're too much on winter. And I tried to get them to lay as much as possible over the winter. I gave them supplements and sunflower seeds, and I was even giving them cat food and stuff like that, trying to get them to lay. And they had a light on them. They always have a light on them till like 11 o'clock at night anyway. But I tried to keep a light on them and everything, and they still slowed down, way down. And I do have Polish hens, and Polish hens are like useless. So if you want a pet, Polish are way to go, but they only lay like 38 or eggs a year or something like that. It's crazy. So they should be laying here. Those ladies should be laying here pretty soon. But we added lights to the coop, still getting a dozen a day from 22 hens. Yeah, that's pretty good. I got 60 chickens and I got 60 chickens, 5 roosters. So yeah, so do the math, I got quite a few chickens, but I'm hoping that, and to be quite honest, I don't really like them laying over the winter that much. It's not really that important to me. I rather have the health of my chickens, because they say like if they lay over the winter that they can get sick and everything else. Why am I yawning? This is another problem. Like I need like coffee at 7 o'clock at night. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I've just been exhausted lately, and I haven't really been eating that much myself. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting sick or anything. And just like, I think it's just the weather, and the weather sucks here, and it's cold. And like all this week, it's supposed to be freaking cold again. But then we're supposed to be back up in the 50s. So let's hope that it stays warm and we can plant this. I got other carrots. I want to plant carrots outside my beds and stuff. Let's hope that I can do that. And I got onions I'm going to put in the greenhouse. My onions are doing fantastic. I just hope that I get really good onions this year. It'll be the bomb. We added lights to the coop. Still getting a dozen. Yeah, I read that. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Stuffed potatoes. That sounds really good. Or the already baked potatoes. Oh my God, those are so good. I got to stay away from potatoes because I could probably freaking eat potatoes all day long. Yeah. It's just, I don't know why I like potatoes, but I do. So I stay away from that. You should feel better when the weather perks up. That's what I'm thinking. I'm taking vitamin D and stuff, but I get in a slump. This weather sucks. And like Northeast Ohio is like always super dark and dreary and like rainy constantly. They always say like it rains more than Seattle, Washington here. And I really believe that. Like it's just dark and rainy and nasty here. And it's like I haven't really even been outside. Like I haven't been outside at all. So unless I'm going somewhere, like I haven't checked on anything or anything. It's just been crazy. And I just want to wear hooded sweatshirts and like sit on that couch and drink hot chocolate and like, I don't know, watch 2020 or something. Or some kind of weird crime show. I was watching Ancient Aliens earlier, so yeah. But that's kind of what I want to do when it's like this. Yeah, I think it is the winter blues catching up with me or something. It just sucks. And I'm hoping, we get better weather here soon. March is coming. It'll either come in like a lion or out like a lamb, and I'm hoping it doesn't come in like a lamb and out like a lion, because sometimes it does that and it's like sucks. Who wants snow in April 1st? Nobody does. Nobody. I like it. I get more done inside. On nice days, I want to be outside. Yeah. I wish I had the motivation. I just don't. Yeah. Oh, that means it'll probably get bad towards the end of the month. I don't really want it to do that. Let's hope that it just stays like a lamb throughout the whole thing. Uncle Al, you and potatoes, man. Potato sandwiches, potato cookies. You're killing me. Potato sandwiches? What? I would never eat a potato sandwich. That's disgusting. No way. Oh, I can't eat potatoes raw. I mean, I have when I was a kid. You're like, oh yeah, and you eat a potato raw. You put a little salt on it. Oh, now it's like, oh, who wants to do that? Nobody. It has to be cooked. Not my cup of tea. But yeah, so yeah, the carrot challenge. It's already started. So if you're in the carrot challenge, get to growing your carrots. You know, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure you show us some videos along the way, and then I just have to have a video by July 1st of your final weigh-in. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I did a carrot video already, so you want to check that out. And I have a playlist specifically for the carrot challenge. As everybody that made videos already, Carrie King's made a video, Jacko's Allotment Diaries made a video, and Peanut Peppers. So definitely worth checking out. Terry King is just like a bundle of knowledge. Like he just knows so much, and he's so cool. So yeah, potato sandwich. Okay, you need to explain that one. Yeah, for real. That's gross. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Where are you from, Miss Taz? Because that sucks. We got snow last year all up until May 16th, and that was rare. Um, hey, Brain Family Homestead, how you doing? Fried potato patty with bacon. Yes, now that is something different. It has to be fried. Can't be raw. Nobody wants to eat that raw. It's gross. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just BSing and having a good time. Nothing really new. My chicken has bumblefoot. And so I was talking about that. And then Uncle Al brought in, oh, I was missing a bag of potatoes. So Uncle Al has brought up like every potato scenario that you could possibly think of. So yeah, that's dangerous. For real. People put chips on sandwiches. That's kind of like a potato sandwich. Yeah, it kind of is. I know when we were a kid, you did that. Oh, and like it's a big thing. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. You know, it might just be an Ohio thing. Hey, Recyclable Homestead, thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but I know like when we were kids and stuff, like after football games and stuff, we would go to like Wendy's and like you'd eat like you dip your fries in your fries in like their Frosties. That was a big thing when I was a kid. Smashed potatoes with butter, cheese, and chopped hot dogs. Yep. That's like my mom's thing is fried potatoes and hot dogs or kibasi. She usually gets kibasi and does it. Hey, Fuzzy Borgate. What's up? You need a challenge for folks to learn new skills. Get them out of their old way of thinking and doing things. True that. That'd be cool. I have to think about it. Maybe Jess and I will do a challenge of some sort. Keto Homestead with Jess. She's my partner in crime. So, but yeah, so yeah, the carrot challenge, definitely you want to check that out because it's got some good people in it and good gardeners. And I'm really into gardening and growing some cool stuff. So definitely check that out. Potato sausage. You're killing me, Uncle Al. Killing me. When I was little, we would go to McDonald's and get French fries and a chocolate shake and double in that. That was like back in the 60s. Yeah, that's a thing, Ben. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was, sometimes you just do stuff and it's like a Northeast Ohio thing. Take from the past to build a future. Yep. I guess you could kind of take that scenario, Fuzzy Fork, to the Tinker's wife. Learn from the past to build from the future. Yeah, learn from the past and dip your french fries and shake. Potato milkshake? Uncle Al, you're killing me. Killing me. I should have did StreamYard. I don't know. Maybe 1 month I'll pay for StreamYard and see how it works. I should have did StreamYard, and that way I could have had Uncle Al and the Tinker's Wife up here. That was in Idaho. I know lots of people who have done that. Yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, I got my basement right now is just an absolute mess. Saturday night Burger King for burgers, McDonald's fries, and then cruise through Wendy's for a Frosty. Yeah, oh, I've done that before because McDonald's has the best French fries, I think. And I think either Wendy's or Burger King have the best burgers. So you go to Wendy's and get a burger, then you go through the McDonald's drive-thru and get French fries, and then yeah, what are you gonna do? Yes, I do. I need to pay for it. Maybe I can convince my husband. I just don't have money. That's the only thing. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I just, I don't have money. Maybe when I get egg money, I do sell my eggs. So maybe when I get egg money, I could pay for a month at a time or something like that. We'll see. We'll see how that can go. We had Arctic Circle here and their fry sauce was so good. I'm so hungry for fry sauce. Ugh, yeah. You guys are going to make me hungry for French fries, and I haven't had them in a while, so. Yeah, I want to use the free StreamYard. The only thing is like I've got interviews that I do on Wednesday nights. So I got to watch how much I use because I don't want to like go over my allotted hours. They only allow you 20 hours a month or something like that. So I just didn't want to go over my hours and then not be able to do my interviews. But yeah, this Wednesday is the Rebel Canners, and we're going to learn how to can the Rebel way. And we're going to learn all about her, Tammy, and what she's, how she started this and where it came from. And that'll be on Wednesday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Super excited to have her on the show. It's going to be a good show. Hey, Garden State Gardener. What's funny is I had no idea. I've been doing YouTube for a couple years. I had no idea that Tammy had a YouTube channel. Yeah, I know I'm ditzy, but I had no idea she had a YouTube channel. I followed her on Facebook. I followed my husband actually did, and I laughed at him a little bit if I was funny, Hey, Trip H, how you doing? But yeah, so I've been following her on Facebook for like the longest time. The Rebel Canners, and they've actually helped me quite a bit. I'd ask a question and, you can usually get somebody to come back with something cool. Sometimes you get a canning snob, but not really. And so I followed that. And then I realized that, oh my God, like she has a freaking YouTube channel. Hello. And, oh, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do that, Uncle Al. I just feel uncomfortable asking people for money. I am not that kind of person. But if it's for the channel, I guess that wouldn't be that bad. We'll see. I mean, I do have a PayPal. I put that like in my banner. So if somebody wants to donate, you can do that. And, whatever. I'm not high enough on the YouTube list. I don't have 1,000, so I can't do like, what do they call them? Super chats and all of that. So I don't have all that. But if you guys do want to do that and donate like $1 or something to my PayPal, eventually at some point in time, I will have money for StreamYard, if you want to do that. If you're into my channel that much, it sounds cool. Yeah, I do like fast food. Unfortunately, now that I don't have any money, I don't really eat it that much. And plus, I'd like to eat at home as much as I can now. I don't want to be out amongst the COVID people. So super chats are overrated. 30% goes to YouTube. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, thanks, Rebel Canners. Oh, you are just like this. You're so cool. Like, I've noticed that you've been in a lot of the lives and stuff lately. It's so cool. I'm glad that you're out there because I just like, there's a handful of people I just super love talking to. But I'm glad you're out there. I love talking to you. And so Super cool. I'm glad you're out there. Oh, well, thank you, Patty. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. That means a lot to me because I work really hard. I really do. I want to make this successful, and so I do work really hard at this. And I like having people on my lives. And I'm gonna have some really cool ones coming up too. And I have Castle Hives coming up too on St. Patrick's Day. And I can't wait to learn from him. He lives. I love supporting Ohio people, um, but I support anybody that I love anyway. I mean, I love everybody, but I really love to support Ohio people. And so Castle Hives, they're from the Youngstown area or pretty close to it. So I can't wait to have them on the show and teach us about bees and stuff like that. That's going to be so cool. Plus he's super fun. Like he's a fun dude. So a lot of cool stuff. We just had Trip H talking about elderberries last Wednesday. So, I mean, if you guys want to, my lives aren't just like, funny, like whatever. My lives have a lot of information in them. So I had Mary's Heirloom Seeds in one of my lives as well. So you can check that out and check her website out, marysheirloomseeds.com. She has a lot of cool stuff. So, oh, I love Layman's. Yeah, I've been there lots of times. I don't live that far from Hartville Hardware, and so Hartville Hardware has bought Layman's just recently. So I'm really hoping that Layman's, like they bring some of the Layman's up here. I'm hoping they don't change Layman's. That's my number one. But number two, I'm hoping that they maybe bring some of the Layman's up here so we don't have to drive so far away. But the fun part is driving so far away to get there, because it's such a cool community in town and stuff. You get to see a lot of like Amish and stuff like that. Super cool stuff. But yeah. How to milk chickens. I'm not be milking any chickens, I can tell you that. That's funny. But yeah, I love my chickens. My chickens are all pets. I don't eat them. We are considering getting meat birds this year though. I know Tractor Supply right now is they sold out of all their birds already. So this year is going to be a big year on trying to get meat. So, because, most people are going to do it themselves. Why? Because it's so freaking expensive. So, we did turkeys last year. It was a big ordeal doing turkeys, but we got, we fed a lot of people on that. We gave to neighbors and my aunt and uncle and stuff. And they were good birds. So we might do chickens this year. The only thing is like, I don't have a chicken plucker. A chicken plucker is on my Amazon wish list, but it's a wish list, on purpose. I know a chicken plucker is super expensive, but we need one eventually because I want to start doing my own chickens and stuff like that. The turkeys were hard to do because we didn't have a plucker. We did it all ourselves. And it took us about 5 hours to do 10 birds. So it takes a long time. The male was like 35 pounds. He was huge. I felt really bad to kill him because I have like a weird thing with like the male birds and the roosters and stuff. They're so cool and I hate to kill them, especially the Tom, because he was so chill. Now, if he would have been mean, then I would have been like, haha, we're going to kill you today, or something like that, but he wasn't mean. He was like the sweetest male bird. And I have a couple of roosters that are not mean. Like most all my roosters aren't mean at all, but they're just so sweet and stuff. And so, yeah, it kind of breaks my heart a little bit to want to kill him or, something like that. Or if he had to eat him, I guess he'd have to eat him. But I need to part for my antique wood stove. I need to do a road trip there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rebel Canners, I don't know where you're from, but if you're from Ohio, that'd be cool. Like, there's a lot of people from Ohio. We're gonna like get together and have breakfast or something. That would be super cool. Grandpa Urban Prepper, he's from the Cleveland area. So I mentioned to him, I said, we need to like meet in Valley View near Cleveland and like have a breakfast. Like that wouldn't be that bad. Oh, you're in mid Michigan? Okay. Well, I mean, it's still not, Michigan's not that far. I had family from Flint. So I mean, it's not that far, but I mean, it might be far enough to like not do a day trip. Like it's up to you, but I still think it'd be fun if everybody could, like in the area could get together and like just have breakfast or something. If you can roadkill with the fur on it, no one will ask to stay for dinner. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not into roadkill. I'm not into a lot of things like that unless I'm starving to death. I would have to be starving to death in order to eat something like that. The drill power plucker isn't too expensive and does the job. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that and see, because that would be super cool to get something like that. Okay, Patty. Thank you. I have 50 meat birds. Yeah, Courtney is about 45 minutes from me. Yep, I'm not too far from you. Fuzzy pork. But Recyclable Homestead, I would love to see. I have 60 laying chickens, birds right now. But I would like to get meat birds. I just haven't got them yet. And we want to do a chicken tractor, so it requires building that and stuff like that. I do want to do a chicken tractor because I think that would be more economical for us to do something like that. So something we're gonna have to look into. And I know Tractor Supply right now, that's where we're gonna get them because I'm not gonna order anything through the mail right now. So Tractor Supply is probably where we'd get them. Courtney is about 4. Oh, I read that. Check local feed stores for healthier chicks. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't have anything like that here. The only thing I have is Tractor Supply. Otherwise, I totally would do that. I do live like an hour away from Meyer Hatchery. I could go there and do that. I know right now they're doing $2 chick days because they could mail some of their birds because of the weather and stuff and the way the mail is going. They couldn't mail them because they were dying in the mail. So that's something I got to think about. And Meyer Hatchery isn't too far away. I guess we could do that. It's about an hour. That's where I got my leghorns. We went and picked them up. And I love Meyer Hatchery because they always give you a free bird. They give you a free bird with your birds. So my free bird was an Easter egger. And I love Easter eggers. They're so cute and fuzzy and they lay awesome eggs. I got green eggs and blue eggs. I got all different kinds of colors. So Tractor Supply had this new bird I've never seen before. It's a mystic something or another, and they lay really, really dark eggs. I've never heard of it. My husband he was there this afternoon getting dog food and told me about it. And I was like, oh man, but we have to expand our chicken coop, which is going to be another video. We're going to be expanding it and laying concrete in there. The reason we're laying concrete in the chicken coop is because we have rats bad. And I think that's a way to keep them out, keep them from digging through the concrete. And so they won't dig through the concrete, I mean. So we ate our mean roos. Yeah, I had a really nasty roo. It was a lavender Orpington, and it was really super nasty. Like it was attacking my husband and me when we would go out there. So somebody wanted to breed him, and he was a purebred bird. So I didn't want to eat him. So somebody wanted him. So I'm like, are you sure? I said, he'll protect your flock. That's for sure. But I said, you go near him and he's at you. He got me in the hand and got my husband in the back of the leg. So I'm like, you couldn't turn your back to him. If you turned your back to him, you're gone. You're done, you know? So I ended up giving him away. His name was T-Rex. But I have 2 other lavender Orpington males, and they are just Valentino and Junior. And then I have a male Easter egger, and he is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. His name is Gerald. Totally, totally adorable. And I have an Amish buggy out there. I don't know if you've seen in some of my videos, but I have an Amish buggy out there that they like sit in and stuff. And like in the mornings you go out there and you'll see Jared like Gerald, I mean, is sitting on the Amish buggy, just like protecting his flock, like, hey, this is me. Look at me. Super cool stuff. Hey, Bigfoot Prepper. We're still doing the house bunny voice. No, I could if you want me to. Bigfoot Prepper. Does that make you feel better? Hi, Skinner Farms. It's a crossbreed of two breeds. Just heard of it last week. Yeah, I've never heard of it. That Mystic, whatever. I never heard of it. But if they lay dark eggs, I'm on the hunt, man. I would love to have some dark brown eggs. Don't name my chickens. I can't eat pets. Well, all my layers are pets. All 60 of them. They're my pets. However, meat birds, not so much. The chicken that I have, Bumblefoot, I have like I have 10 barred rocks and they all look the same. So I've never really named any of them because they all look the same and I have a hard time keeping track. But the one I have downstairs, her name is Rosita because I love her. I was like, oh my God, you look like a Rosie. So her name is Rosita. Great state gardener. Great name. Thank you. Best chicken plucker out there is called a coyote. I'll have to check that out. I know Meyer Hatchery had a ton of that kind of stuff there, but it was so expensive. And it just wasn't in the cards for us. So Isa Brown laid dark brown eggs. I didn't know that. You know what? I never got the Isa Browns because I thought they were just like this typical chicken. And I didn't really want typical birds. I wanted cool looking birds, but if they lay the really brown eggs, I'm interested. My A-Leggers lay blue, green, and brown eggs. Yeah, mine too. I got several olive eggers. I got several Easter eggers that lay the blue. I got speckled Sussex, and I think they're the ones that are they lay these freaking huge eggs. Huge. Someone, I don't know who it is. I can't keep track of who's laying what. But somebody lays these freaking huge eggs, and they barely sometimes fit in my egg cartons. And then when people get them, they're like, oh, like they're so impressed because my egg, like somebody's laying these massive freaking eggs. I don't know who it is, but I'm very grateful for them because they're doing it right. Bigfoot. Yeah, he's from Ohio too. Gotta represent. But yeah, I totally want my son to believe in Bigfoot. Like, I can't wait till he gets a little bit older so I can like take him on, to Hocking Hills or something and like have him go search for Bigfoot and stuff like that. That would be so much fun. I can't wait. It's gonna be good. So Skinner Farms. My Isa Browns are laying eggs so big my egg cartons won't shut. Yeah, I have a couple of them, mine that won't. And even now I've noticed, I don't know what's going on, but like their first lay, like real lay of this year, they're laying like, but even the olive eggers are laying massive eggs. So, and I gave a neighbor across the street some eggs, and he actually messaged me on Facebook and he said, Courtney, what are you feeding your chickens? And I said, what do you mean? He's like, 2 of the eggs had double yolkers in them. And I guess it's like extremely rare to get double yolkers. And 2 of them had it in 1 carton. Super cool. Did I hear Hocking Hills and Bigfoot? Yeah. I've always wanted to go there and look for Bigfoot. Who doesn't want to do that? It'd be so freaking cool. I'm into it. I'm totally into it. And I want my son to be into it too. So I'm hoping. When he was younger, I bought him Bigfoot onesies and stuff because I wanted him. And one of them said, I believe, and it had Bigfoot on it. So cool. Some of mine are an intentional breed, not naturally occurring, called Whiting's Blue and Whiting Green. I never heard of that. Interesting stuff. Been to Hocking Hills more times than I count. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go. See, my family wasn't really big into camping and stuff. I've never even been camping. Never. And I've always wanted to go. Like, I've always wanted to go there. We never have. And my dad was always big into like not camping because we live in the country. And he's like, what's the point in camping when you have, the trees and stuff in your backyard? You can just camp in your backyard. So I don't know. We just never were camping. Oh, I want to go so bad. That'd be so cool. My cochins are laying my biggest blue eggs. That's so cool. Yeah, I got a ton of blue eggs and green eggers. Yeah, I've never been camping. I know. I'm a dork. Used to live 30 minutes from there. Cool. Yeah, I think it's a couple hours from here. I'm not too sure. Actually, I want to look it up now. See where Hocking Hills is. Where Hocking Hills. Now I'm curious. I've always wanted to go there and rent one of their cabins or just go camping. Logan, Ohio. Oh, okay. It's like a little bit south of Columbus. So it would take me like maybe 3 hours to get there. I'm in like the Akron Canton area. So y'all getting winds over there in Ohio? We are getting pounded here. Yeah, it was really, really, even my husband said it was super windy today. I hate when it gets that windy because, hey, Best Life, the real Best Life, what's up? I hate when it gets like super windy here because I'm worried about my birds out there because there's been a couple of times where it like gets super windy or it scares them or something and they flap their wings and fly over the electric fence. And I don't like that. Where about upstate New York are you? Because you don't have to tell me exactly where, exact area, but I'm just curious because New York is not too far from here. My friend and I, one time, we drove to Lilydale in like an hour and a half or something like that, or maybe it was a couple hours. It didn't take us. We did a Lilydale trip in one day, drove there and then came back. It wasn't too far. Near Lake George. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, the wind here hasn't been really good, and it's supposed to get like super cold, but I got a fire in my fireplace right now, so. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, sorry, Rebel Canners. I didn't mean to disappoint you, but no, I've never been camping. I never have. I'd like to go someday. I always wanted to do whitewater rafting in West Virginia and like do the camping on the side. To me, that would be like the ultimate trip to do whitewater rafting and then but my husband's scared of whitewater rafting. I don't think he'll do it. I think he's afraid that he's gonna fall out or something. But I've always wanted to do that and then like camp on the side and do that. I think it would be totally cool. Totally cool. I like your little camping emoji too. That's funny. Yeah, you might have to. You might have to change it. The real Best Life. We need to fix this. I'm always up for camping, but my June is booked. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if see that's the thing right now. I got a 2-year-old and I don't know when I could do that by myself. But I would like to take him camping too. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, I've gone to Cedar Point a couple of times. That's up way up north. That's Sandusky. Yeah. I just haven't I don't know. It was fun when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm just like, not really. I don't know. We did go up to close to Sandusky last year. They have a safari place up there. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, we had a blast. We had a hard time. We canceled our vacation. I hadn't had a vacation in years. And of course, the time that I booked a trip to the beach, freaking this sickness happened, right? Of course it did. So we canceled it because at that point, we should have just went instead of being scared. We should have just went. But at that point, we didn't know what was going on because we didn't know if any restaurants and stuff would be open. And it's like, what's the point in going on a vacation if you can't like vacation? All you'd have to do is like be on the beach. And, my mom loves to go out to eat and stuff. And my mom wanted to go. And so we just canceled it. And, but instead, we went to this wildlife safari place up in Toledo, and it was a freaking blast. It was so much fun. It was one of those drive-through ones. So you drive through, and you had like the llamas poking their head through your window, and it was so funny. We got to go through a couple times, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely want to go through twice." So we went through the second time, and they had these buffalo, and one was a white buffalo. I've never really seen a white buffalo up close. It was super cool. I think buffalo are just like the coolest, right? So we're in the car, I'm in the passenger seat, and I have my window rolled down because that's how you feed the animals. And they give you these huge like McDonald's like cups, and they like stuff them with carrots and lettuce and like pellet food and all this kind of stuff. But you have to pay for it. It's extra. It was like $30 for all this extra stuff, right? But that's cool. That's how you get the animals to come to your car. So I'm like sitting there with my carrots and sitting in the passenger seat. And this buffalo, like I'm not in the area where you're supposed to feed the buffalo, right? So we're sitting there, and this white buffalo sticks his head through my window, and I'm like, because I'm like scared because you think about it, this buffalo could just like charge the car, and then, they're huge, right? So this white buffalo sticks his big old head through the window, and I'm like, here, you want a carrot? Like, I was like, here, trying to feed him through the window. And then there's a guy in a four-wheeler that watches the customers, and he's like, you're not in the area where you're supposed to be feeding them. Don't feed the animals right here. I'm like, okay. But it was still cool. And then on the other side, my husband put my son in his lap. And on the other side, a buffalo stuck his head in. And I got some pictures, I think, on Facebook. I'm going to have to show people because it's freaking hilarious. And this big old buffalo sticks his head in. And my son's just like, no big deal. Oh, there's a buffalo there. Like, he didn't act scared or anything. And there's like drool everywhere. It was hilarious. It was a good time. I'd highly suggest going through those things because they're super fun, and I love animals. And that's where there's one in Youngstown too. It's not too far from here. And that's where I've gone to like love like those kind of animals. They had yaks there, which I totally think yaks are so cool. And they had camels. And this one specific camel followed our like you are in kind of like a hay wagon type deal, and they're driving you around the park. And this camel was following us through the entire park, like wanting our food. And it was adorable. This camel had so much personality, and you could pet it, and it was like absolutely adorable. I totally want to go back there someday and then they had a baby camel in their like sectioned off area, and they had this like place where you could feed the goats, and you could like put the food on this little contraption and wind it up, and then the goats would be up high, and they would like eat the food and stuff. So cool. It was like so much fun. Highly suggest going. I used to love going up near Coshocton and stopped by all the wineries. Yes, my husband is from Coshocton. It's funny that you say that. And yeah, there is a lot of wineries and stuff there. Super fun. Super cool. And actually his parents still live there, so we go down there quite a bit actually. Nurse for 4 children camps, 2 wilderness, 1 kayak trip, and a regular high school week. Cool. That would be fun. Fuzzy Fork 8. Bigfoot, best you lay off the wine. Yeah, when we are low on food, we find bikers, as they drink a lot of wine, are already marinated and make great jerky. That's funny. But yeah, so that would be like an ultimate trip to do something like that and go and visit all these parks. I know there's the Wilds down in Columbus we've never been to. So I would like to go there someday. Maybe this summer we can hit that up. That'd be a lot of fun. But the safari park in Youngstown, it was in Austintown, I think. It's not too far from or Youngstown. And that was a lot of fun. And you actually got to feed zebras and ostriches. And to be quite honest, the ostriches I was more scared of than they had those Texas Longhorns. And they had really big, sharp horns. And, you really had to watch where you put your hands and stuff. But the ostrich, I was totally terrified of. Not that I was like screaming or anything. I wasn't doing anything like that. But like they give you a bucket of food and you hold the food up and that ostrich just goes peck, peck, peck and like pecking the bottom of your bucket so hard. And it was like, those things are vicious. I would be scared. I don't know if I would want to actually or buy an ostrich. I know people have emus and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's up my alley or not. We'll see. Someday, maybe. We had Bigfoot in Minerva, Ohio. Call it up on the internet. That's funny. Oh, you guys are goofy. Minerva's not too far from here. I don't think. South of here. But yeah, so much fun. So many cool things to do, but haven't done them yet with my son. I want to do that. Sulphur State Park is a Bigfoot hotspot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And someday I want to do that. I want to go looking for Bigfoot. Not too far from here in Streetsboro, Ohio, they had like a famous Bigfoot guy come and speak at one of the parks up there. So I took my stepdaughter up there and we listened to him, and he had like these castings of the feet and like all these cool pictures. And then he took us in the woods and we got to actually listen for Bigfoot and what they do to try and track them and stuff like that. And it was just so much fun. And kids love that kind of stuff, and so I would love to do that. And I think that's what spiked my interest a little bit too, and like get kids involved in it too. It's not just an adult thing, and he could be real, but it's still fun to teach your kid about it and have them go out there and look for him. They got a dream too, Minerva Monster. They were my neighbors. I stayed there 3 years ago. Yeah. Super cool, guys. Super cool. I just went live. This is a random live. I do this every once in a while, especially if I have nothing to do or my son's taking a nap. I will come in here. I'll probably end up doing less of it when I get my garden started. But I'm trying to hit up all the lives as much as I can now until my garden starts going crazy. So I set this up just to talk about the carrot challenge. And I could probably talk about Bigfoot all day because I really like that kind of stuff. So we got a carrot challenge going on. Check that out on my playlist. I have a whole playlist now. I got Terry King involved, Terry King and Jacko's Allotments Diaries. Check that out. Okay. Bye, Bigfoot Prepper. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, CB. Yeah, I think I did watch a document. My husband's in here now. It says she watched the document on Minerva Monster. It's just not clicking it. Yeah, sorry, it's not clicking. I did watch a documentary, though, I do believe. Not sure. But so the carrot challenge is going on. So just give those people some love and follow them because they're trying to grow the largest carrot. They're trying to grow the heaviest and the biggest, the heaviest and the longest. And so give them some love. And we got our carrot video coming out here soon. My chicken had bumblefoot, so. You're crazy. I love it. So yeah, we got just a lot of things going on. I'm joining Shed Wars this year. And I know it's just stressful. I want all my plants to survive. That's a main thing. The plants have to survive. Otherwise you don't have a harvest, right? So I want the plants to survive. And so I'm putting a little extra stress on myself this year, so. I seriously doubt Bigfoot is real as much time as I spent in the woods hunting, a hunter would have seen them if real, but you never know. That's right. That's right. You just never know. You never know. Best life. That's the whole point. Just never know. So much fun. Um, but yeah, so that's all we got going on. Not a whole lot. No one has ever found a skeleton that would change my mind. Hey, THR2D2, what's going on? Bigfoot ate them. Yeah. Oh, you guys crack me up. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you guys checked it out, but I was on Dusty Data's property. I didn't even mention this. I should have mentioned this earlier. He does this show, this prepping show, which most of you know. And so I did lose, but I was only a few points under Gil. Gil at Camp Patton Family Compound. Got to check him out. But I was just a few points underneath him, which if I would have won, Gil would have never lived it down. Never. But I was really close to winning. But Dusty Data sent us all a prize just for he's just so cool. So I just did my reveal. I have a video on that. So check that out and give Dusty Data some love because he's really working hard at this. And his daughter does a really good job at all the questions on that show. Like it's super hard, super hard. And so it's a lot of fun and you can get together and just chill and chat with the people. And my friend Keto Homestead with Jess was on it last night and she won the main prize. So it was super cool. So you definitely want to check that out. I have never found deer antler sheds. Doesn't mean deer aren't real. Ooh, true that. Hunters never see Bigfoot prints as they wear size 15 boot. People find deer sheds all the time. There are deer sheds all over my property. I decorate with them. Very different from Bigfoot skeleton. We'll have to see about that. What if I find Bigfoot this summer? Y'all never know. Now would ya? Hunters also don't see Bigfoot as they will not go into the out of the way places. They walk where is easiest for them. That is true. That is true. No one has found a skeleton, not just me. But what if there was a skeleton? What if somebody I was told that there is a skeleton and that they claimed it as being fake or something. So, there's no real science or anything behind it, but they claimed it as being fake. So it's not technically a Bigfoot skeleton, but somebody did find one. So, What if it's not really big, like a Bigfoot like we think it is? What if it's something else? What if it's like, I don't know. If they did find a skeleton, no one would believe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Bigfoot never die. They just smell that way. I reread that. CB, okay, don't laugh. Can you eat rabbit if you are allergic to Angora? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't risk it. I mean, you're cooking it. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure, honey. That's not true. Hunters go into the most remote places there is. Maybe. Not if it's public. I don't know, Best Life. I don't know. Got to keep it out there. Got to keep the question going. Fuzzy is allergic to work. I don't know. It's something you gotta think about, though. I mean, that's the fun part about Bigfoot, though. It's the could be, you know? Who knows? That's the whole point, is to ponder and to think about it, right? Good stuff. Speaking of which, watching the new Skinwalker Ranch on the History Channel. Interdimensional creature, yes. The Skinwalker Ranch on the History Channel. And it's really good. I highly suggest watching it. And it explains a lot about the unknown. And you have people, I totally, there's a couple of people on there, I totally trust their scientific evidence because I've seen them on other shows and I know that they are legit scientists. Totally need to check that out because there's some weird phenomenon happening there, and totally into it, totally into the weird and aliens and all that stuff. I mean, they might not be real, who knows, right? But it's still cool to think about. So definitely have to watch. You have to watch that. It's just something cool to watch, and I don't suggest watching it with your kids. It's something you want to watch on your own because I don't know how freaked out a kid would be to watch that, but it's some cool stuff. Some weird phenomena is definitely happening there, and you definitely need to check that out. Oh, I missed a ton of comments. Holy crap! All of a sudden, I blew up. Well, it's my kind of blow up. It's 13 people in here. We're having a party. There's a buffalo over at Great Trail Festival just outside of Carrollton. Oh, we love the Great Trail Festival. We go there almost every year. We love it. We live there. We love it. And yeah, they do. And they have a white buffalo, I think it's like a baby on display there in a glass thing that they've gotten from their place. Super cool. We love the Great Trail Festival. It's one of our favorites, and I buy a lot of stuff there. Love that place. Daisy Gray's Farm. Thank you for coming in. Hi, all. I am a Bigfoot, and I'm hiding in Australia. Cool. Yeah, and I think most countries have this Bigfoot. I mean, I don't know if you'd call it a folklore because who knows if it's folk, but a lot of places have this story of this Bigfoot. So there has to be some kind of truth to it, or maybe it was something that once was. Who knows? But it's out there, right? On Route 143 outside of Carrollton. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Great Trail Festival is like one of the places that we go. We don't miss that festival. Last year we didn't go. I think they canceled it because of this, what's going on, and we were disappointed. But I also like Yankee Peddler. I do that every year. I like to do that every year. Who knows what they'll do this year? They probably will ruin it. And but who knows? TH2, Courtney's husband, how's your shoulder? Oh, I don't know if he's still in here or not, but his shoulder is better. He went back to the doctor today, and he can raise his arm now. And he's talking now, so good. Okay. CB, you are gonna make me afraid of Bigfoot and looking at the woodsy properties. Big Bone Lick State Park, Kentucky has bison. That's cool. I used to live in Kentucky. And every year they did the Trail of Tears festival there, where I lived. It was Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And I really enjoyed that. They had the Native American dancing, I don't know what they call it, but this is how I perceived it. I don't really know all the info. But it was like the dancing competitions. They had that there. They had a ton of vendors. It was like super cool. It was one of the coolest festivals I think I've ever been to. And I highly enjoyed it. In fact, I might go again sometime, may take my family back there because it was a really cool festival. Highly suggest going. And it's not too far from here. It's about 8.5 hours though. 8.5 hours. IER, take over the chat. Huh? I'm so confused. You are gonna make me. Oops. Let's take over the chat. LOL. Everybody wants to get my husband up here. I think he's more popular than me. He's more elusive. He doesn't come on here as much, but everybody loves him and wants him up here. I'll just call it the Courtney's husband show. Do you have tens unit? Oh, you know what? I never even thought about that. We do have a tens unit upstairs. I never even thought about that. It's something he's going to have to do maybe. Loosen it up a little bit. We tried ice packs and stuff like that, but I was giving him turmeric in his tea. I was making him a tea like a couple times a day and putting turmeric in it, and it really helped. It really, really helped. Aw, bye, Fuzzy. Or Fuzz Fork, Fuzz it Fork. See you later. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, there she is. She comes rolling on in. She just woke up, folks, from her nap. She takes a nap. Yeah, I forgot that we had a tens unit. We have one upstairs. I use it on my neck, so that's a really good idea. That's definitely something that you'll have to try. I need coffee. Holy crap. This has been crazy. Crazy day. Yeah, I've met some really awesome people in here today. Like I had like Fairy Prepper in here. I had Bigfoot in here, Prepper. I had some people that I don't normally have in my chats in here. It's so freaking cool. Thank you guys for stopping in. I love everybody. Thank you. And we have such good conversations too. So that's the whole, cool point of doing this is because we all get along so well and we all like can laugh about stupid stuff. So, hey, thanks for stopping in. Oh, hey, Southern Bless Homestead. How are you doing, honey? Yeah. I really appreciate y'all coming in. We're just chatting it up, having a good time tonight. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing new. Just chatting it up. It's so weird doing this without StreamYard. Because I don't know. Maybe when I get enough money, I'll put like $40 down on StreamYard or something and pay for like a couple months and see. Pineapple helps with inflammation too. Yeah, I heard it does. Somebody told me that their husband eats a pineapple a week and it really helps, but I couldn't do that. It would like tear my mouth apart. Like I couldn't do that. Doing good. I can't stay long, but I will leave your live running. Thanks. I appreciate it. Well, thanks for just coming in, guys. I appreciate it. I know it's hard to make everybody's live because everybody goes live all the time. But I was going to end this at 9 because I didn't want to step on Two Family Homesteads territory. So they go on at 9 o'clock. I bought my carrot at Walmart today. It's very big. Well, good luck, because I'm going to tell. Goofball. You're so crazy. What else is going on in my life? I don't know. Other than not being able to, I couldn't find the potatoes. That's one thing that happened to me, like yesterday. Couldn't find the potatoes. Made dinner. My son doesn't eat anymore. That's annoying. I don't know. It's been crazy around here. Planted so much stuff yesterday. It was crazy. I got a whole tray of strawberries planted, some other stuff planted. My cabbage is shooting up. Hey, Bomber Steve, thanks for coming in. It's just been crazy around here. Oh, that's a good idea, CB. I hope my husband read that because that's a good idea to like kind of figure out where you're at on that. But at work, so just popping in to say hi, send some Aussie love to you. Aw. Thank you. I appreciate it. Totally awesome. Yeah, we have such a good community here. It's so freaking awesome. Like everybody's super cool. We have such a good time when we have our chats. So we'll find the potatoes someday. It's gonna be like a little shop of horrors, but the potato eyes. Yeah, I can't find that bag of potatoes anywhere. I don't know what I did with them. They're probably underneath my husband's truck seat or something. Because I think I bought them when we were driving the truck. So I think they're in the truck somewhere. Never stay awake to catch their live, but I had a first coffee in months today because I went to see an old friend. Yeah, I don't drink coffee very often either. I think though that this evening I'm gonna have to have a pick me up or something because I gotta stay awake at least till my son can go to bed. Hey, Pete's Little Homestead, thanks for stopping in, honey. How are you doing tonight, Pete? Oh, I'm sorry you're in pain, honey. I know you've had a lot of stress too. I'm sure that causes it. And then raising money and stuff. We are raising money for Jess in case anybody hasn't figured that out. She is on the verge of losing her home. So we have a video out. Check that out. And then we also have a GoFundMe for her. And then she has several other apps out there, Cash App and stuff like that, that you can donate money to her. If pineapple tears up your mouth, it must not be fully ripe. I don't know. It's the acid mainly. Like I can't take the acid. I know one time my husband planted these pineapple tomatoes, and they were supposed to be acid free, and because they're supposed to be kind of a striped tomato. And I took a bite into it, and it like burned my lips. It was horrible. It was probably one of the worst tomatoes I think I ever had. Either that or we just grew it wrong. I don't know, but I know it burned the crap out of me. So maybe I'm just like super sensitive. I know I would get canker sores and stuff if I eat too much pineapple. So yeah, it's just been crazy. But yeah, so I have two videos. Actually, I have had three videos out in the past couple days, two of which are my Bumblefoot chicken video. And the other one is my Dusty Data um, gift that I got from being on his show. So definitely want to check those out. We're going to have a carrot video coming up. We got like a lot of videos coming up. It's just depending on the weather and stuff like that. So we got a lot of good ideas and a lot of cool stuff on the way. We just have to make it happen. Make it happen. So wow, this turned into the Courtney's husband show. Why don't just everybody ask my husband's questions? Jeez. Blessed to have woke up to see another day. Amen. That's the truth. Jess acted like she was all scared to be on Dusty Data's show. But the truth is, she was a shoo-in from the beginning. She knew all the answers. Acting all scared. I don't know. I sent out my winners from our 500 subscriber giveaway. I sent that out. So hopefully my winners got their envelopes. I'm hoping. And we'll see. I know I sent one to Alaska. Sean in Alaska, I sent him some Arctic tomatoes. So I hope he gets his package soon. I know the mail sucks right now. So we'll see how that's going to go. TH2R2D2. Mm-hmm. Think you're all funny. Yeah. I just love this group of people. Great stuff, guys. But oh, so we got broccoli to do in the next week. I'm going to plant a row of broccoli and be doing that. And then before you know it, it's going to be the other stuff. We're going to get peppers and tomatoes and everything else out there. It's gonna happen, and it's happening fast, too fast. It's like, man. And I know once it starts, I'm not gonna be able to slow down. Not till August. It's gonna be crazy. I don't care, Bomber Steve. Go ahead, honey. Are you a mod in this group? I can't remember. Did I make you a mod? I don't think so. Hold on. Hold on, Bomber Steve. Boom. Just made you a mod. Go ahead and pin it, honey. Well, thank you for asking. I wouldn't have thought anything of it anyway, but thank you for at least asking. I appreciate it. No biggie. I try to make everybody's lives. Don't be offended if I don't. I have a son too and a life outside of YouTube. So I try to make everybody's lives. It's really hard. And my husband lately has been getting on me about YouTube. So I'm going to try and find a healthy balance because you're right. I can't do YouTube all the time. That's not healthy. So I'm going to try and find a healthy balance and pick days and stuff like that and do a healthy balance of this. So it's hard though, because me and Jess have a lot of creative energy and stuff like that. So we want to execute it as fast as possible, stuff like that. And it's hard. It makes it really hard, but we have to slow down a little bit. Not completely, but just a little bit, because I think our brains are moving faster than what we would like. No more 2 a.m.s. We are still doing 2 a.m.s. I can't sleep. So I'm definitely doing 2 a.m.s. My hubby says the same thing every day about me. Yeah, it gets rough, but we're trying to do it. And to be quite honest, I want to do this. I want to hit it hard. I mean, not saying that I want to quit after 1,000 subscribers, but no, I'm like, I want to hit it hard until I get 1,000 subscribers. And then at that point, I'm going to have a more scheduled days and scheduled, stuff. For the love of God, hello, Keto Homestead with Jess. Y'all look crazy. Oh, check out Bomber Steve's link. They're going live and it's 7:30. Oh, it's with Lala too. So check that out. Super cool people doing super cool stuff. That's what we like to see. So yeah. Oh my God, it's Viper. Oh no, we're in trouble. Somebody call the airport. Hey honey, how you doing? Oh, hey Han Solo. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm speaking, but it's my husband in the chat, and it's like the Courtney's husband show. He should have just went live. The link is in the link. I'm doing great. Dude, having you on the show was freaking awesome. That was great. That was cool of you. And then we made new friends too. So super cool too. The link is in the link. That cracks me up. But yeah, so let's hope that my chicken is okay. I'm gonna slice open her foot tomorrow for the bumblefoot. I'm gonna watch a lot of videos on Bumblefoot tonight and see if I'm gonna be doing that. We're gonna see. Um, I feel bad for her. I don't want anything bad happening to her. So, and it's hard to find a vet that takes care of chickens around here too. So you have to find a vet that does like exotic animals or something like that. You can't just take your chicken to a vet. It has to be a specific vet. But I'm not taking my chicken to a vet. So I'm going to do it myself. Yeah, gotta pray for Rosita. She just looks like a Rosita when you look at her. She's so stinking cute. I can't speak right. Like, yeah, I think that's why a lot of people don't like don't like my videos is because I don't speak technically. I'm like, I'm just not a technical person. You put the thing and the thing, and then you call it the thing. You know? I guess I gotta start being a little more technical. Yes, Dr. Pole. Oh my gosh. We're seriously considering taking our dog to his vet and to have him look at her because my dog is not very well. She has an eye disease and we thought about driving all the way up there to take our dog to see Dr. Pole. Oh wow. I bet you he's super cool too. Like he's just a cool guy, like from the videos and stuff. And like his son and stuff is so nice. Oh, thanks, Jess. Yeah, I forget about the doohickey and the thingamabob, and you just, and the link is in the link, and you know. All right, just give me a second, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my husband was going to work, and I couldn't just get out of here. Why didn't you just mute the mic? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I didn't think I could on this because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on the regular YouTube-ish. I guess I can mute the mic, but I didn't think I could. Hold on. I'm muted, but I can't find the thing with the camera on the thing and the thing. Yeah. Dr. Pole is pretty cool. Like his son is super nice too. Like I watched the show because I'm a huge fan of animals and I'm an animal not activist, but advocate. And, so I really love animals. I love watching that show. Super cool. My husband was messaging me. My son's sleeping. I have to get him up here in a second. But yeah, he had a really good lunch, my son. So he passed out on the couch. Oh, you're leaving me, Jess? Yeah, I'm an animal activist, not an activist, advocate. I'm not a crazy activist. Hey, Fleetwood Patch. Oh, we got Fleetwood Patch coming up. Hold on. Let me get into my calendar here because my brain isn't that great. See, my phone did that thingy again, and I don't like that. It like blinks out. Okay, this is what I got going on. The 3rd, we have Rebel Canners. She's coming on Wednesdays. Wednesday at 9:30 this Wednesday. Check us out. We're having a whole show. I'm interviewing her. talking about, how she came to be. So we're going to have the Rebel Canners on. The 10th, I'm going to have my friend from Japan who is a J-pop star, and her name is Mai Fukui. And she actually just posted on her YouTube an actual English song. And oh my God, she sounds wonderful. Check that out. The 17th, I'm having Castle Hives. So we're going to, talk about bees. And this is all at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, by the way. And then the 24th, I'm having Fleetwood Patch. And we're going to, talk about chickens and his really freakishly cold weather there and how they survive. And plus, he's super cool. So why not, right? So 9:30, all on Wednesday nights. Check us out. I'm going to end this chat. We got to head on over to Two Family Homestead. You don't want to miss it tonight. There's going to be a guest over there. They're going to be interviewing. And I'm going to end this stream. Thanks for chatting it up with me, guys. Thanks for everybody that came in the chat. And we'll see you next time. Love y'all.